Let me take a sip of this before I start. What's up, YouTube? Drinking out of my white cup today. A little coffee. But I'm just making this video to I want to talk to the youth, you know, the younger generation. And I was inspired by my brother Hassan Campbell. Shout out to him. I was inspired to make this video because I was just on the live not too long ago, and I seen the brother shedding tears, man, because it's just so crazy how the youth, the youngest is just out here killing each other, and I felt it because just last night, I was watching, and he over there in the Bronx, and I'm in Philly, but just last night I was watching the news or a news clip or something like that came up across my screen, and I just started crying. It was like I think it was like 3 murders, over the weekend. And that's just 3 more murders. And I made a video before, and I was like, yo, at this rate, man, we're going to be at like 1,000 by the end of the year. And I just started crying. Like, my wife, she had to come over there, let me know everything was going to be all right. Because I think I cared too much as a human being, as a black man, that, I've been through a lot. I lost a lot of friends at a young age. And it's kind of like history repeating itself, but I would say that today is worse. All of the brothers that I grew up with, we all got families now. We the ones that's still here, everybody got families. They working. Some of them got businesses and shit like that. And we definitely don't forget where we came from. But I feel as though it's our job to talk to the youth, let them know that it is hope. You know what I mean? And the things that you're doing, you out here, listening to this drill music, and you out here calling yourself a gangbanger, and y'all just wasting your lives, man. Y'all wasting your lives. Like it's nothing. It's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Like if y'all need somebody to talk to, big brother, something like that, y'all can always contact me. Reach out to my Instagram, Woke and Ready LLC. I leave all my information because I want to give back, and I want to just be able to help change somebody's life and let them know that it is hope. A lot of us grew up in this, in poverty, and we didn't. A lot of us didn't have father figures or big brothers and stuff like that to guide us, to talk to us. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, like, you can't blame the youth if no one was there to talk to them. A lot of times us, like as older people, we place judgment on, the youngins, like, yo, they just wilding. Yeah, a lot of them are wilding, but a lot of them are misguided. And I feel Hassan Campbell, like a lot of them can't be saved because a lot of people are on this demon time shit. Like, and I hate that shit. I hate that term. Like, since it came out, I'm like, do they know what they're conjuring? Do they know what's going on? Do they know what they're doing to people? Do they know that they're hurting people? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this, and it's not in my best interest to say because I do music and I rap. I got my own label. I've just recently put out an album last year. It's not in my best interest to say that us as rappers, we gotta be mindful of the shit that we talk about because they're listening. They're like sponges. You know what I mean? A lot of them young boys out there just trying to impress the OGs. You know what I mean? That's why I try to, my best to, come with good content and come with a positive message. Now, even though I know like a lot of that shit, like the positivity is not what they checking for right now. Got to look at the evolution of music when we had our our Karis Ones and Chuck D's and motherfuckers like that was speaking a positive message, and then once the feds and whoever got involved in this music shit, seeing they could control this shit by using our own people to help, you know, keep us at war with ourselves. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why they building more prisons. So the music is a big part of the problem, and people don't want to admit it because it employs so many people. Yeah, like congratulations to the people that made it doing big. Your Jay Z's, your Dr. Dre's, and your Puff Daddies. Yeah, congratulations to them that made it big. But what about all the people that lost their lives in the process? You know what I'm saying? All the people that lost their lives, by doing music. And the people that, that they had to sacrifice something and sacrifice themselves because they were trying to, mimic a lifestyle. So it's like, is it really like a lifestyle? Is it really the lifestyle, or is it really the art? Is it the art imitating the lifestyle, or was it the lifestyle imitating the art? And that's when we ask ourselves. And then you got to think back, like at a time, like, in the 60s and shit like that, when black people had movements, like we had things like the Black Panthers, and, we had, the black, we was fighting for a cause. And then, you had the music, that came years later, the hip hop that was, basically showing our history and showing who we were as a people before the crack epidemic and stuff like that. So we got to look at that and like, is it the art imitating life or life imitating art? And right now, I'm starting to think that is more life imitating art, because I remember when I was younger listening to like DMX and like shit like that. I was like, by the time I'm done listening to a whole album, I'm ready to go rob something. Listening to Jay-Z, I'm ready to go flip a brick. You know what I mean? Get money. So sometimes we had to really realize that this is, it's fake. It's fake. It's just like watching a movie. You know what I mean? You watch a movie, motherfucker on the Schwarzenegger ain't gonna go take out a whole fucking police force and shit like that. Would you try that? No, it's fake. It's entertainment. So I think that's where we need to draw the line. But I think it's these guys' jobs like Jay-Z and Puff Daddy and all the dudes that's on top of the game. Let the kids know that this is just entertainment. It's their job to speak up, but they're not speaking up. They continue to get money and they benefit off of, these young people following their footsteps, and they're losing their lives. You know what I mean? They're throwing their lives away. For every one rapper that make it big, it's like, thousands of kids is going to jail and, losing their lives, man. Because people are trying to imitate this lifestyle. And I think we got to be mindful, and we got to really, admit the shit, man. Because not to get all religious and shit like that, but the devil was a musician. You know what I mean? So back in the day, you had rock and roll and this heavy metal music, and these kids was going crazy. And I remember that was a problem. We used to look at the white kid like, these motherfuckers is crazy. They out here worshiping the devil, and they're fucking, biting bad heads off and shit like that, spitting blood in the crowd. Like, right now, it's the same thing going on in hip hop. It's like the devil used that, like this, like I could use this as another tool to keep the people, keep their souls, and that's exactly what's happening. And this shit is sad, man. It's really fucking sad. Like I don't know what else to say, man. People just dying in the hood. The hood is like fucked up, man. The hood is fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm fortunate enough, like, I still live in Philadelphia, but I don't live where I used to. You know what I mean? I'm fortunate enough to live where I live, but I ain't too far from the bullshit. Even in my neighborhood now, like it's a lot of bullshit going down. But I'm older. I don't know nobody, so I stay to myself. But I see the dumb shit going on. You know what I mean? And I can say that a lot of this have a lot to do with the music, and people need to realize this shit. You know what I mean? When you older and you start having your kids start becoming teenagers and shit like that, it's your job as a parent to monitor what they're listening to, what they watching on Instagram, who they following. It's your job to do that. So what if you feel like a squid? So what if your child might not like you for the time being? And that's another problem. People want, they want to be their kids' friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll understand as they get older, this lifestyle that you know, you're trying to mimic and shit like that is not the way to go. You're not gonna get nowhere. You ain't getting nowhere being a bad bitch. You ain't getting nowhere being a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna go? When you get older and you realize, like, you know what I'm saying, bills don't never stop for nobody. You know what I mean? You go try to get a job. What you gonna put on the application? I have 10, 15 years being experience being a real nigga. I got 20 years experience of being a bad bitch. Fuck out of here. Life don't work like that. Now all these people just in the hood, just killing themselves, killing each other. This shit is not cool, man. Wake up. Wake the fuck up, man. So for anybody that y'all got like any children, y'all trying to reach, and like single mothers out there, like y'all got sons and shit like that, y'all trying to reach, man, and y'all trying to reach out to, y'all need somebody to talk to them, send them my way. You know what I mean? The most I can do is try to talk to them and share my experiences with them. You know what I mean? Because everybody needs somebody to talk to. Everybody need, you know, someone to hear their story, their side. We gotta try to understand them. And for the most part, I think, we are the biggest, people in my age bracket from the hood like me, you know what I mean, that made it to see my age and doing all right for themselves. I think that it is our responsibility to reach out to these young boys and at least try to, talk to them. We can't just keep watching them just do this shit to each other, man. It's not cool. There's ain't nothing thorough about it. But yeah, I'm just making this video. The first shout out my big homie Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? That's my YouTube big homie. You know what I mean? Social media big. I don't know him personally, but you know what I mean, I got a lot of respect for that brother. And and I'm letting the youth know that there is hope. Somebody loves you. And I'm one of the people, man. So just, reach out to me. Peace and love.